o'clock. This is the NBC Radio Network. I'm Dick Bertel. The countdown for Monday's launch of the Space Shuttle Discovery is resumed following a 7-hour delay because of high winds. Correspondent Jay Barbree has more.
Monday's launch is to be the first of 7 shuttle flights this year, what some call an ambitious launch schedule to demonstrate NASA has fully recovered from the Challenger disaster. The flight will be the third launch since Challenger, a mission to place a large communication satellite in orbit and one for the crew to perform a number of scientific experiments.
Travelers scramble to get aboard strike-plagued Eastern's reduced fare shuttle flight today, many of them students like Alan Flanagan from Boston.
Spring break starts next week, but $12 made it start this week.
The bargain tickets weren't without a price of another sort, with travelers reporting delays of up to 4 hours. American Catholic bishops finished an historic 4-day meeting with the Pope in Rome, making no promises, changing no policies. Reporter David Willey says the focus was on American Catholicism and its tendency to stray from Rome's vision of the rules.
There wasn't much of the tension that sometimes marked relations between the Vatican and the American Catholic Church in recent years. The Pope did tell the archbishops that they, above all, must be good teachers, not simply sit down and be managers and administrators.
Reports from Afghanistan say scores of people have been killed in heavy fighting between the rebels and the Soviet-backed government. You're listening to NBC Radio Network News.
Are you an inventor, or do you know an inventor who would like to have an invention or idea submitted to industry? For free information on how to proceed, phone 1-800-288-IDEA. Invention Submission Corporation, one of America's largest invention service organizations, has an inventor's kit you can have free. It contains a form for recording your invention's date of origination, plus an informative brochure and other material of interest to new inventors. Get your free kit by dialing 1-800-288-IDEA, IDEA. That's 288-IDEA. Even if you only have an idea for improving an existing product and don't know where to go with it, you'll want this free inventor's kit. It shows you how your invention may be packaged and submitted to industry through a data bank and by various other means. It's a free call, so dial 1-800-288-IDEA. 288-IDEA. That's 1-800-288-IDEA.
Illness and deaths from asthma are on the rise, especially with inner-city children, despite new, more effective treatments. Correspondent Paul Henderson reports.
Dr. Floyd Malvo, who works with urban kids with asthma in Baltimore, says they sometimes don't see a doctor because other family survival issues take priority. And when they do, it's not a specialist.
Most of the indigent population tends to use the emergency room as a primary source of care for asthma.
Dr. Malvo says they belong at teaching hospitals with faculty specialists. Also figuring in the increase in asthma is the smorgasbord of urban pollutants. Paul Henderson, NBC Radio Network News, Washington.
The van driven by the wife of the skipper of the USS Vincennes, which shot down an Iranian passenger jet last year, remains at the intersection where it blew up yesterday as FBI agents go over the wreckage with brooms and metal detectors. No one was hurt. And investigators continue to search the forest where a Canadian jetliner went down in Ontario. This is the NBC Radio Network.
Tough winter colds. Here's how New England fishermen keep going.
When I catch a cold, it's a tough one, and the only thing that seems to help me is Alka-Seltzer Plus.
I get aches and pains, runny nose, nasally, and Alka-Seltzer Plus works every time.
When I get a cold, my head feels like it's 3 feet thick. Alka-Seltzer Plus helps break through, helps me get back on my feet.
Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Fast, effective relief for tough winter colds. Use as directed.
In a word, it works.
There's lots of neat junk up here, Grandpa.
That's what attics are for. Look, here's your dad's high school jacket.
Hey, can I have it?
You gotta grow into it first.
Oh, that'll take forever.
Oh, I don't know. If you keep eating right and taking those Flintstones vitamins, you'll sprout up in no time.
Well, I guess I don't mind being a kid for now.
Me either, pal.
We are Flintstones kids, 10 million strong, and growing.
In NHL action today, Philadelphia 7, Chicago 2. Buffalo and Boston tied at 6. Tonight, the New Jersey Devils face the New York Islanders. The New York Rangers are at Washington. Hartford is at Montreal. The Detroit Red Wings face the Toronto Maple Leafs. Minnesota is at St. Louis and Calgary at Edmonton. No scores to report as yet. And there's a full schedule on tap in the NBA tonight. I'm Dick Bertel on the NBC Radio Network.
The WRC Weather Center forecast, mostly clear Saturday night. It's going to be